everyone, how's it going? Christina here. Welcome back to another video on the crypto channel. I hope you are all doing well today. I have some exciting updates and a little bit of price action happening for the Dork Lord, also known as Dorky. This is one that I like to keep everyone updated with on my channel. It's a really great low cap meme. I think it's worth a small bag to have in your portfolio to kind of complement the rest of the meme coins that you are holding. So I first want to hop into the chart here. We're going to dive right in. I have the all-time chart up here. This launched back in 2024, so it has been on the market for about a year. We saw some initial pumps, and then it pumped to its first all-time high, which is still the all-time high for the project. This was back in October of 2024. We have an all-time high of 12 cents. Then it kind of came down in a short-term correction. We saw it pump back up again to about 8 cents. And since the beginning of this year, it's kind of been treading in this 1 cent, 2 cent range. We do periodically see it pump up to 3 or 4 cents, but now it is finally sitting in the 5 cent range. So we are currently working with a price of 0.05380. Really solid price, and obviously it's going to go way beyond that. This is kind of just like a little mini pump with some of the exciting updates that they have going on. So first and foremost, I want to bring your attention down to exchange listings. They have Biconomy, Bitmart, and Uniswap, and it's kind of been held here for a little while, but in recent weeks and months, the team has been working hard on getting more exchange listings. We do have a Degate listing in the works here, it looks like. So that is probably or most likely contributing to this small pump that we are seeing. So that is something that is in the works. But the big listing and big update I want to talk about today, we're going to go right over to their X page, is a MEXC listing. Why is a MEXC listing important? It is a very strong Tier 3/Tier 2 exchange. I say Tier 3/Tier 2 because some people consider it a Tier 3, some people consider it a Tier 2. Some people even consider it a Tier 1, but it's not a Tier 1 in my book. It's probably a Tier 2 at best. But it is a very strong and important exchange. Oftentimes, when you look at roadmaps for projects, you see this later in the roadmap. It's usually the listing you want to get before more prominent Tier 2 listings come in, and it's kind of the threshold or doorway to Tier 1 exchanges, meaning usually when a project gets a MEXC listing, that is a good indication that there are Tier 1 listings to come in the future. I haven't really seen many projects get a Tier 1 without a MEXC listing. I'm sure there's some out there, and I know everyone's going to comment now and say, that's not true. This project has Tier 1s without MEXC. But in my experience and from the research that I've done, a MEXC listing is usually a good indication that there is more to come. It's a very prominent listing to get. It's a big listing. It's one that is not free. I don't know what the going rate is or how much it is for a MEXC listing, but I believe it's one of the more expensive ones. So when a project gets this, it's a very significant milestone. So Dorky has a MEXC listing upcoming. This will be ready for buying, trading, and selling tomorrow at 9, I assume it's 9 a.m. UTC. So stay tuned for that. They have that coming up tomorrow. Very, very big exchange listing. And, I imagine this is going to cause a significant price surge. So MEXC listing for Dorky. If you watched my video last week, I told you that there was a big listing in the works. So it is obviously MEXC, but I also like that I'm seeing Degate here as well. So this tells me the project is working hard on exchanges. That is what projects need this late in the game. If you don't have the exchanges, you're not going to make it. So they are working hard, hustling here on getting exchanges. And as you can see, it is helping the price a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when it is officially live on Gate, and tomorrow when it becomes officially live on MEXC. Now, if I were you, I would be buying now before the listing, is officially solidified, because, once it becomes available on MEXC, more buying and more people are going to buy in, and then, the price is most likely going to surge. So now would be the time to buy in. I think 5 cents is still incredibly cheap and inexpensive for this project. So in terms of where this can go, to be honest with you, I kind of forgot what I said last week, and I apologize for that. So let me just do some calculations. Um, Obviously, this is from this price. And let's just do a 30x. Okay, so I think this is probably going to do about a 50x this bull cycle. I don't, I don't want to sit here and say, oh, the next 100x meme. I think right now where we're at, and like just doing those calculations, it's sitting at like a little over 5 cents right now, and I think a 50x is doable and very realistic, which would kind of put it in the 2 cent range. More conservative price prediction, probably a 30x. So I guess if I were to give a range, I'd say about a 30 to 50x on this. But it's really gonna pump, or it will pump, and you're, like I said, buy in now, because you know I think many more exchange listings are going to be coming for Dorky. So Dorky was kind of quiet for a while, not too much going on, no movement in the chart, although it held well, but not a lot of movement in the chart and not a lot happening with exchange listings. So I think people forgot about it, but now it's coming back on top. So starting to hit mainstream a little more. So, for those of you who held your bags, that's awesome. Maybe you want to top them off a little bit. And for those of you who don't have Dorky, maybe $100, $200, $300, and see what happens. But definitely worth a small bag. Great project. And I will keep you posted on anything else. I'm sure they have many more exchanges coming and exciting updates. So I will keep you posted on it all. Just a few things before I end this video. Social media links are in the description section: Instagram, X, Discord server. Give me a follow on those. And of course, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is so, so appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, guys.